everyone, and welcome back. It's only been about 3 months since you last heard from me and there was any sort of comic making video, but I ended up having to give up on round 2 just because of school. I had gone to the ER at one point and eventually ended up getting pneumonia at the end of the semester, so that was fun. So yes, this is kind of a compilation of days 1 through 8 on screen now, kind of flipping through our days 1 through 3, and then we're moving on to day 4 where I actually went into the digital and started doing some stuff. If you can't tell, I'm actually sick again, and I'm not sure if I have pneumonia again or not. It's a little bit different than last time. Felt awful yesterday. Oh, excuse me. But I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, it'll be fine. So, this round of 100 days is special because I have been asked to take part in the 100's Anthology number 2. So a bunch of us from the 100's are kind of collaborating to put together an anthology with the theme werewolves and unicorns. At least that's the title. The overall theme is mythical creatures. And once I kind of heard what the theme was going to be, I couldn't pass up going back to some of my characters from K-Saga because a majority of them are were creatures. Most of them were, a lot of them, those were creatures are werewolves. So I figured we'd include Kay, of course, because she's kind of the main character of that world, that story. And we'd include 2 of the werewolves from the story, which is Ravaniel, she's the wood elf, she's the alpha of the prominent pack, and then Sierra, who of course is the main love interest for Kay. She's a dwarf, wonderful bearded lady dwarf who is also a werewolf, and a paladin of the Den Mother, who is the goddess of the were creatures. So, knowing that, I couldn't really pass up on not writing a story about some of my werewolf babies, and I didn't want to miss out on a chance at actually fleshing out some of the lore that goes into the world. So, at this point in the story, unicorns were thought to be extinct, and so Kay, Rodney, and Sierra are kind of asked to set out and investigate sightings of said unicorns and see if they are actually true. Which is really exciting for me. I do have a lot of motivation problems when it comes to doing my comics and actually working on them. No matter how much praise I get or how many subscribers I see I get, or even the thought of making money off of it, it's just not enough to get me going, and I don't know why. But like, even this type of opportunity, it's hard for me to motivate myself to actually work on comics. And I think part of it is just my day job exhausting me to the point where I just want to fall into bed and never wake up, because I'm just so achy when I come home. Excuse me again. But I need to kind of I need to find ways to motivate myself to actually work on comics, because I know The Girl Behind the Glass has been on hiatus for a very long time. I want to revisit K-Saga at some point. I have other stories that involve this universe that I also want to do before K-Saga, and I don't have the motivation to set aside time, even if it's just 30 minutes a day. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with me, why I can't just, hey, work on comics, do it, get it done. I can't. But, yeah. So, I think this is day 8's work right here. I was fleshing out the introduction panel for the 3 main characters, for the story. I don't want to spoil too much for this, because I know we are going to be doing a Kickstarter for the book once everything's said and done. So, yes, and kind of running out of time to do audio. But yes, so in order from left to right, we have Sierra, Kay, and then Romeo. So yes, I was gonna do daily videos, but because school's starting next week, that kind of wasn't an option. So I'm going to try to do videos where I can. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try. Videos might not be an option. So regardless, I will see you guys next time, and you'll have a good night.